What's up guys, it's Mike with Shallow Reefing, coming back at you with another video. And today I've been inspired by a couple videos I've watched talking about perfection and everything in the hobby, where people have this false idea of what's going on in the hobby. So today I want to make a new video called Show Me Your Ugly, or the ugly side of reefing. I'm going to show you all the imperfections in my system. Please don't flame me for it. And if you like this video or this content, like, comment, subscribe. Try not to be negative in the comments, but you know, gotta keep it real and show all the new reefers that even though this looks really good from far away, everyone's always a critic of their own success, and you'll always find something wrong with your tank. And we'll start off in the frag tank with this bone white skeleton. Now this skeleton is from a bird of paradise that I fragged off, and it decided to touch another coral. My Millie that I loved and I was trying to rescue from my fiasco with Vibrant, and now it touched it, and now I have lost my remaining Millie that I've loved and I've had since, gosh, 2017 I think, and now it's all gone and I have no more Millie in my tank. Also, I've been trying to get this in frame, but that little speck right there, I thought I had beaten them back, but it is a flatworm. Turns out, when I had those little flatworms, I wiped them out in my tank. Well, maybe one or two of them stayed around, and they now have a home in the frag tank because in the main display, I got predators. So maybe this is a better view, but there are some flatworms right there that have found refuge in my frag tank. And I've heard that these spring-eye damsels kind of eat them, so I put him in my tank, and hopefully he will start eating some, but I'm going to put a wrasse in here and start picking at this. So I'm going to do more of a predator approach versus a chemical approach to wipe them out. Now, if you look at the 200-gallon display tank, not too bad, except I kind of have crap all around my tank at all times of the day, unless I am filming, and then I use this light up here as a little holder for more crap. Then my sump is a complete disaster. I hoard a bunch of things down here, kalkwasser and freshwater containers, and I am currently trying out a new dosing pump for a company, and I just have all my junk down here. Got to clean out my skimmer cup because my skimmer cup is pretty full, and then I got to change out that quilt batting down there. So yeah, ugly side of the hobby. Now all the people in the hobby will clean their glass, but there's a nice little film on the glass here. I'm just going to show you all the ugly. You can kind of see I have a little bit of cyano down in the tank that is not going away no matter what I do. I'm always getting a little bits of cyano here and there. Now this coral has really been bothering me. I don't even know what type of coral it is. It's not getting stung by anything. It's literally just STN'd for like 3 months. Been trying to figure out what's going on, send out ICP tests, gonna send out another ICP test, but now that cyano is starting to take over it, I think I'm in trouble with it. My Dragon Soul Fabia, one of my pride and joys in this tank, you can kind of see down by the edges, it's starting to bleach a little bit. It's getting a little bit more pale. I don't know what's going on. Again, I'm gonna send out another ICP test, see what's happening in the tank. I know it's not bacteria because all my bacteria is good. So I'm just kind of struggling with a couple corals here and there. It's not getting stung by anything. I've been watching it. And then, oh yeah, I forgot that my corals are getting buried right now and I gotta go and fix that. Interestingly enough, those blastos right there, you can kind of see blasto on the right, mushroom on the left. There's a polyp just laying on the ground. Yeah, that polyp, I don't know, the blasto kind of got upset about something. I don't know what happened in the water and kind of started, you know, trying to drop one of the polyps, and that polyp just kind of fell right down there, and now it's in the sand. So pretty much not really happy, but it's managing. I got shrooms for days that are just running amok and beating this entire area of my micro musa merlettis, and it's just really sad because I really like those micro musas. And I mean, there are sun-kissed bounce mushrooms, but I kind of got to figure out what to do with them because those are taking over all down the side here, taking over, and then these mushrooms here are taking over, and I got to rescape it, and I'm going to do a part 2 of my rescaping. as soon as I figure out the safest way to take those puppies off. Well, I wasn't going to clean the glass, but I had to because you couldn't really see what's going on here. So these are my gonnies. These are 3 gonnies, and one of my logo gonnies, which is on the shallow reefing logo, that red one is completely dead. No idea what's going on. I think it's a lack of manganese, because once these things got so big, they just started taking up manganese in the water like crazy. Again, I'm going to send out another ICP test. I've increased my trace elements. I want to see if these slow changes I'm doing are going to pay off, and if I'm going to have a healthier water chemistry. But right now, it's still receding on the left-hand side, and it's kind of hurting me. As far as my Favia or Favites, this one's doing pretty well. Nothing to complain. This one over here has gotten stung by an Acan echinata, and then it just started receding like crazy. And of course, my Scully to the right will sometimes make its way down with the flow in the water and just beat it to death. Again, more mushrooms taking over rocks. I've tried to kill them, and they're all the way back there as well. And I gotta kill them because they're just gonna take over this tank. This whole section is an eyesore for me now. So I, had the scripts that was kind of going over it. It was kind of bleaching some of those corals out. They were getting stressed out. Had an event in the tank. I did dose some Fauna trace elements exactly how they told me to dose it based off my ICP test. And I did half the dosages that were recommended. And for some reason, this coral, on top of not getting the light and then a spike in some of those trace elements, just gave up the ghost and really just like stripped and bleached out. But there are some pieces that are alive and well, and I think it's gonna come back. But that bleaching event went all the way and hit the stylo. Now I could have stopped it early on, but I really don't like that stylo there. It gets kind of crazy big, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna use this bleaching event to just go and wipe that out completely. So it impacted the bird's nest and the stylo, but I'm actually kind of happy that that happened, because I'm going to start building out this side of the aquascape a little bit more and get some more corals going there. Well, I was going to show you a scratch I had in the tank here, but you can't see it on video. You can kind of see it if I do this back and forth. But yeah, I got scratch in my glass, very small micro scratches in the glass, and it's bothering me. Okay, so why am I doing this video and why am I sharing it? Mostly because I think that people need to keep things into perspective and keep it real. I want to be able to show people that, yeah, I mean, look at this view. This view is wonderful. It's beautiful. You can't see any flaws, any imperfections, except I missed the spot cleaning the glass real quick. That's it. But when I look at my tank, I only see these flaws, these imperfections. And I think that's what a lot of new people are seeing in the hobby. That something like this, they feel like it's super hard to achieve. It'll never get there for them, and all they're doing is scrolling Instagram and looking at these fire corals that have worship hands everywhere, and people are just taking these ridiculous macro photos with the lights all turned up at the highest intensity, with the blues going, all the fluorescence is hitting it perfect, and everything looks wonderful. Well, that's not how the hobby is 99.9% of the time. 90% of the time I see a problem and I want to fix it. And that's kind of one of the reasons why I love this hobby. I'm never going to master it. Even those great guys like Mike Paletta and Sanjay are going to run into hard times, and they're going to have cyano. They're going to probably have bubble algae outbreaks. They're going to have aptasia, which I think I had aptasia and I got rid of it finally. So that's no longer my tank, but it's just one problem after the next. And I don't want people to get down on themselves if they have a problem. Problems are just opportunities to find solutions. Likewise, we're doing no good if we are not teaching the upcoming reefers what to expect and giving them realistic expectations. This tank, I probably killed, 4 or 5 different corals in here in my 3 years, and it hurts every time. But I learned from it, and I'm getting better from it each day. So don't be too hard on yourself. Learn ways to manage your tank and to kind of accept the ugly and try finding new ways to fix the ugly. Because you guys know cyano is the bane of my existence. I'm trying to find every way to do it, but I found that the best way is the way that everyone's been telling me, and that there is no simple solution. So to all those new reefers out there, the reefers that are looking at their tank and realize that it's not as good as the people on YouTube, or it's not as good as people on Instagram, forget them. You're just competing with yourself. Find a mentor in the hobby, find someone's tank who you want to emulate, and do what they do. Learn from them. Don't take pieces from everyone else. Find a mentor and learn from them. 1, 2, 3, yep. Ready, say. So stick with it.
Stick with it.
Don't give up.
Don't get up.
Never compare yourself to someone else.
Don't compare us to someone else.
Good job, buddy. Now say like, comment, subscribe.
Like, comment, subscribe. Wait, Kids Toys Play.
No, not Kids Toys Play. This is called Shallow Reefing.
What? No.
Yeah, we're Shallow Reefing. Say Shallow Reefing.
Shallow Reefing.
Good job. Can you tell he watches Kids Toys Play because Thomas videos on YouTube? Yeah. Say it. Keep on reefing.
Keep on reefing.
So that's all I got for you guys this time. If you like what you see here and you want to see more, click the subscribe button. Give me a like, give me a comment below, and let me know if you like this video.